Oh, right. I want to show you how to use Livepaint in an image that you might find, clip art, what have you, on the internet. Maybe you want to use something in an infographic, but it has to be a vector-based image. Otherwise, it won't size proportionally. It won't size. It'll be rasterized, not vector. So you can't copy and paste an image into Illustrator either. You have to go to Place. So I've saved this image to my desktop. Go to Place, click on the image, there it is. I want to go to Image Trace at the top. I want to trace silhouettes. From there I want to go to Object Expand, Object and Fill both. And then it turns it into little dots. If it's little dots, you know that it's vector based. So from here, I want to go to make it a Livepaint object. So finding what I need. Okay, Object, Livepaint, Make. It doesn't look any different until I go to paint in the object. So if I go up to the black selection tool, deselect it, click on it again, just for the heck of it, go to Livepaint, Bucket Tool, the Livepaint Bucket Tool. You may have the Shape Builder tool open. If you do, hold down Shape Builder, go to Livepaint Bucket. You want to select a color to fill. So down here is my fill color selection. I can click on that, double click on it, it'll bring up a color. I can create a color that way. Or I can go over to my swatches palette and select a color that's already pre-chosen. If I don't like any of these colors and I want to make a different color, maybe I click on this, double click on the green. I can adjust the amounts of CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Maybe I want it to be a little more of a khaki color green. So just kind of mess with the sliders until you get a green that you're happy with. That's a little too blue, so I'm going to take out some blue. That looks good. I say okay. And now that color selection is in my swatches palette. And it's also in the foreground palette. So if I want to fill part of it, deselect it. I want to fill just this part of the image with that green. Click, click. Any part of the image that I want to be that color, I'll just go ahead and click within that area. It'll highlight in red the area that's selected to be filled with paint. And so I don't want everything selected there. I just want, it might just do the outline here. Let's give it a try. That's fine. So if I want to get a different color to fill the pants in, I would just select it from the color selection menu. We'll go with kind of a khaki brown. It will fill the area that's outlined in red. So if you get this whole area filled in with red or selected with red, you don't want to fill that. Just want to fill the intended selection. Maybe he's wearing a brown shirt or something underneath. So when an area touches another area in Livepaint, it'll turn everything red. So if it turns out that it doesn't fill it like you want it to, you may have to make some adjustments. Or just keep finessing the area, moving your mouse around until you get to where you want to be to fill that particular area. And the Livepaint Bucket tool fills where the arrow is pointing, not where the drip of paint is pointing on the bucket. So, right there. I'm going to make the skin color kind of neutral. Maybe this brown. Ooh, I filled my background. I didn't want to do that. The paint bucket throws me off, and I look at the paint drip as to where to fill it, but it's really the arrow. So don't do what I do and get lost. Maybe his shoes will be black. The belt, I guess that's a belt. Let that be black as well. And the hat, I want to to make the same green as his shirt. So to get that same green in my foreground color, if I go to the eyedropper tool right here, click on that green, it puts it in the foreground right here. And then I can go to the hat with the paint bucket tool right here, live paint bucket, live paint, whatever it's called. Click inside the hat. And that looks pretty good. You can always tweak it as much as you want to. There you go. That's how you use live paint on an image that's raster image or pixel based from the internet. You've now turned it into a vector based image, and so you can resize it as much as you want to. If I copy and paste it and I group it, Command G. Let's see if it did it. Did it do it? Maybe not. It did. It made a copy. If I hold down Shift and drag a corner, it should resize it. And so there you have a big soldier and a little soldier. That's it. Thanks.